Good afternoon, Year 10. This is Miss Duna here, your Retainment and Standards Leader, and welcome to our virtual Spring Term 2 Celebration Assembly. We might not all be together in the theatre today, but I do hope that you're sat somewhere comfy, somewhere safe, so that you can celebrate with me and with each other the amazing achievements of Spring Term 2. Before we begin the awards today, I just wanted to bring up your ROP 3, which should have been sent home to you by now. If not, it will be imminently with you. And we wanted to celebrate with you some of the fantastic achievements of that ROP. Now, as you know, at Aldersley, we are all about progress, aren't we? We're all about not necessarily getting those 9s in every single subject, but making progress, getting a little bit better each time. And last ROP, we had 14 of you that already had positive progress, and that meant that 14 of you had achieved or exceeded your target grades in all of your subjects, pretty much. Now, I'm pleased to say that 4 more of you have joined that, and we're now at 17. So the following students, a big well done based on your latest ROP. You are achieving amazingly. So big well done to Kieran, Ellie, Siobhan, Candice, Devia, Doreen, Ahmed, Murtazar, Anthony, Kamalpreet, Alex, Umair, Amina, Jasmine, Boshra, Leah and Cameron. You are all absolutely brilliant, and we're so proud of you, and you're achieving brilliant things, so a big well done. Now, in our last celebration assembly from February and our Spring Term 1 celebration, we had a current Progress 8 score of -1.45, which meant on average everyone in Year 10 was about 1.5 grades behind their target grade in all their subjects. And I said that the previous Year 10 were kind of similar to you guys as well. But that in the ROP 3 that last year's Year 10 had, they increased theirs to -1.2. So I set you a challenge. Can you get to -1 in your next ROP? That meant that in all your subjects, could you try and push yourself to maybe be about a grade away from your target, because then that would make Year 11 a little bit easier for all of you. And I got you to think about what you could do to get us there. So, did we do it? So our current Progress 8 score is now -1.29. So this means on average, as a year group, we are -1.29 grades away from our target grades for the end of Year 11. Now, last year's Year 10 at this point were a tiny bit better at -1.2, but pretty similar to us. So we are on the same track as them. Obviously, we want to be as brilliant as we can be. So again, I'm going to set you that challenge. Can we get to -1 in our next ROP? But more importantly, even though we're a team, we're made up of lots of individuals. You are all a part of our team. So what can you do to get us there? Now, we're not in school currently, we're all online on our virtual school, and so many of you in Year 10 are engaging with it. We're so proud. You're really motivating us as teachers to teach the best lessons we can because of how well lots of you are engaging. Now, just because we're not in school doesn't mean we can't try and get those target grades, does it? In fact, if we try hard while we're at home and while we're on virtual school, it's going to make coming back to school even easier. So I want you to think about that for me, and I'll come back to it at the end. What can you do to get us there? Miss Pritchard and I are meeting. We will have met by the time this assembly goes out to discuss this and our ideas, but maybe have a little think from your own perspective and think about it through the assembly today. Even though there are 17 of you with positive progress, there are quite a few of you who are very nearly there. 22 of you, in fact. 22 of you are so close to being at your target grade in all your subjects. The following students are less than half a grade away. So if your name is here, that means you are very nearly at your end of year target grades already, which is brilliant. So if we could add as many of you lot to that 17 as possible, we'll be well on our way to getting that -1 progress score by the end of Year 10. But in fact, there's a lot more of you that are 0.7 away. I know Josh G is -0.7 away. Loads of you are 0.8. You're so close, and it could be that getting your target grade in one of your subjects is going to bring that up even more. So all of you have a part to play, but these guys, if your name is on the screen now, our eyes are on you for the next people to be getting that positive progress in our next ROP. So now it's time to celebrate. We've all done brilliantly in lots of different things, and it's time to get recognition for it. Some of the students that I've shown already are going to be mentioned, but there are lots of you that have shone in different things across the school this half term whose name hasn't been mentioned yet. So that shows we all have our part to play, and we're all on track to do fantastic things. So as we always do, we're going to start off with the subject awards. These are awards for students who have been nominated for their fantastic effort and progress in the subjects that they study. This, though, today is for both in school and in our virtual school. So for many of the subjects that you see, there will be 2 awards. The first student's name will be given in black, and that will be for their in-school work. But for some subjects, there is an additional award for the virtual school. And if your name appears there in purple, you have won that award for your work on virtual school. So lots of prizes up for grabs today, lots of certificates up for grabs. Let's get going. So we're going to start off with a brand new award, and this is the Wellbeing Award nominated by Miss Evans, who lots of you know as the Sunflower Lady, and she wanted to recognise 2 of you. So a big well done for in school to Stevie Lee, and for the virtual school, Owen. Well done both of you. Next up we have the Ladder Centre Award, and many of you have worked with Miss Dixon and Miss Fussell in the Ladder Centre. They wanted to say a big well done to 2 students. The first for while we were in school, and that is Katie, and for virtual school, Sean. Really fantastic work from Sean on the virtual school. I've seen so much praise for him, so well done. Now we're on to social studies. We have 1 award for this, and that is for in school, and the winner is Siobhan. Well done, Siobhan. And then we start our open subject, so childcare. Again, 1 award for this, and this I think has been won by this person before, so a massive well done to Katie. Well done, Katie. I know you're really impressing in that subject. Continuing with open subjects then, hospitality and catering, we have 2 awards for this. The first goes for a student for their work in school, and that is Siobhan. And for virtual school, Jake. Next up, drama, 2 students for this one. For in school, Katie, again. And for virtual school, Kaylee. iMedia then, for the 2 students for this, we have Arrow, again for your hard work in school. I've seen it, it's brilliant. And for online in our virtual school, Kira. And computer science, we have 2 awards, the first being for in school, Matthew B. And for virtual school, Ahmed. For business then, we have 1 award for each course. So the GCSE course for in school, the winner is Kieran. And for our BTEC, the winner is Owen. Next up, health and social. So 2 awards up for grabs for this. For in school, Miss wanted to say a big well done to Boshra. And for virtual school, Jem. And now PE, 2 awards again. For in school, we've got Junior with a fantastic grade in his exam that he sat in January. And for virtual school, Kaylee. And then 1 award here for Duke of Edinburgh. Mr. Grimshaw wanted to say a big well done to Paige. And I know Paige has got a really good fundraiser going on Twitter. If you want to have a look on the AHS Year 10 page, I've retweeted it. And if we could get some donations, that would be brilliant. Well done, Paige, for that. Okay, sticking with Open then, we are now on to Design Technology, and Mr. Edwards in particular wanted to say well done to Jamie and Saj. Saj has been online a lot, so well done, that is well deserved. And now Music. Small course, let's see who Miss has nominated. She's gone for In School, Nicola, and for Virtual School, Josh. And for Dance then, 2 awards again. For In School, we've got Chloe B, and for Virtual School, Madison V. Well done both. And on to our final few subjects for Open then. Photography, lots of you study this. The winner for the award for In School is Holly, and for Virtual School, Neve. And then Art. So our winner for In School is Maya, and for Virtual School, Connor. Well done. So those were our Open subjects. We are now going to look at our EBacc subjects. So we're starting off with History. History has 2 awards, and for In School, the winner of the award is Deween, and for Virtual School, Leah. Well done both. Geography now, 2 awards again. Lots of fantastic grades in Geography this ROP. So let's see who's won the In School award. It is Alex M, and Virtual School, Lee. Now on to MFL Spanish. We've got 2 awards. I know they found it hard to pick, but we have for In School, Cardo, and for Virtual School, Elia B. And then French, we have 2 awards. We have for In School, Christian, and for Virtual School, Omar. On to the Sciences then. These awards have 1 student nominated for each. We're going to start off with a triple course, so each separately. Physics this half term, the student that has stood out the most is Ahmed. Fantastic work, Ahmed. Chemistry, the winner is Murtaza. Biology, Neve. Well done to those for the triple course. The winner of the Trilogy Science Award goes to Kamalpreet. Well done to those students that have won the Science Awards. We're now on to the basics. So these are the maths and English courses that you study. The winner of the school award for maths this half term has been chosen as Zainab S, and for the virtual school, Sophie B. Well done to both of you, and well done to all of you in your maths lessons. I've seen some fantastic work, especially from Sophie and Miss Treble's class, so well done all of you. And then we have, don't we? We're going to start off with English literature. So far for English literature, we've recapped lots of our previous learning, haven't we, on our texts? I know lots of you are rereading them. The winner of the In School Award for Literature has gone to Nicola, and for Virtual School, Leonardo. Well done. Really, really impressed with both of you. And for language, we've got 2 winners again. For In School, the winner is Marley B. And for Virtual School, Joshua G. Well done to both of you. You've really impressed Miss Evanis Murray and myself and the whole English department with your work. So that concludes the subject awards. Well done if you won an award, and as always, is there one that next time some of you want to aim to get? It was very hard to pick, but now we're going to turn our attention to the whole school awards. So these, as a reminder, are for students whose achievements have gone beyond the subjects that they study. They have been noted across the whole school, has been absolutely fantastic. So, as we always do, let's begin with House Awards. So to begin with, Mr. Patel would like to nominate 2 students, and he has gone for Wilsey and Lee H for Sapphire. So well done you two. Mr. Vitelli is impressed with both of you. For Ruby, we've just got one student from Miss Gale, and she would like to say a big well done to Kyle L. Well done, Kyle. For Opal, Mr. Dean has nominated two of you, Neve C and Zainab S. Well done both. Finally, for Emerald, Miss Nuttall would like to say a big well done to Ahmed E and Bethany A. Well done both of you. Miss Nuttall is really, really impressed with your work. So next up are our three principals, and we're going to start off with the Be Respectful Award. And today there are two of you nominated. The first student is for while we were still at school, and I want to say a big well done to this student because they have always been respectful, but I've seen it a lot more recently. They have really started to focus more in lesson, that they're not getting as distracted as they used to, but they're also really, really polite to their peers and especially to their teachers. And yeah, I just want to say a huge well done to Gracie Ray. So well done, Gracie. And then for the virtual school, there's a name that's been cropping up a lot as being super respectful to her peers, supporting them, and also to staff and showing that gratitude as well. So big well done to Ruby. Well done both of you for winning the Be Respectful Award. And now we have our Be Prepared Award. So two students again. The first student is so prepared. And I'm so happy for them because they were new to Aldersley very recently, arrived to our school, and they have just hit the ground running, and that is because they are so well prepared and they are really, really ensuring they're working hard and they're getting all the support that they need to achieve, and their ROP is an absolute joy to read. So well done to Eniola. And the Virtual School Award goes to a student who has always gone under the radar a little bit, but is definitely very well prepared, and I'm seeing that on the virtual school. Any technical issues they have, they're straight on at me. Miss, I need support with this. Can you sort it so I can get back learning? Their teachers, they're asking questions of them and they're completing great work. So a big well done to Casper W. Well done both of you for your Be Prepared Award. And the final school value is Challenge Yourself, and this is one of my favourite awards because it's about students that are really pushing themselves and completely epitomising our motto of no limits. The first award is to a student that achieved an amazing grade in their GCSE PE exam, and I'm sure they won't mind me saying that we didn't expect it to be as amazing as it was, and it just shows how much potential this student has got, and they're absolutely smashing it on the virtual school, and I'm so excited to see what they get in year 11 because I think this person has been a bit of a dark horse, and now we're truly seeing how brilliant they are. So well done to Junior. And for online, similar thing, this student has been amazing in school, but I've seen more of them on the virtual school, and I've seen their hard work and determination. I've seen them listening to advice, taking it on board from myself and their peers, and really putting it into practice. And as a result, I can see their grade getting higher by the day. So I'm really, really proud of this student, and that is Sam M. Well done, both of you, for challenging yourself so much. Okay, and the last award that I have technically chosen is the Attainment and Standards Leader Award. So this is my award to recognise a student that I have been impressed with over this half term. So I've gone with two students, and the first one is obviously for when we were at school, but it still applies to the virtual school too. So this student has always been very intelligent, but I don't think they've always applied themselves as fully as they could. And recently I've seen them doing just that. As a result, they are making brilliant progress in all their lessons, and their teachers really enjoy teaching them. They love seeing the hard work that they produce and the outcomes that they're now having. And I'm really proud, and I want to recognise this student for how far he has come, and I just know he's going to have an amazing year 11. So a big well done to Umair. Well done. And for virtual school, it's going to go to a student again who as I've seen a real improvement in the last sort of half term, but the virtual school has just brought out a whole new side to them. They are trying so hard and their teachers are so impressed with them. So I want to give my virtual ASL award, well deservedly, to Jamie P. Well done, Jamie. Your work has been absolutely phenomenal, so well done. And now we have our Head of Year award. So I know how amazing Mrs. Thompson has been recently with our online school, and I know lots of you are so grateful for having her around, so thank you, Mrs. Thompson. She obviously isn't here at my house with me to record this, but she wanted to give 2 awards out to 2 of you, even though she could have picked a lot more, and I made her whittle it down to 2. So the first award Mrs. Thompson wants to give out is to a student who she wants to recognise for their hard work, their respect for epitomising the school values. So that award for Head of Year goes to Matthew J. Well done, Matthew. And for the virtual school, again, another really hard-working student that epitomises our school values and has really taken to the virtual school is Nicola. Well done, both of you, and thank you to Mrs. Thompson for your work with Year 10. We love you. So this penultimate award, the one before the end, is for most overall progress. And out of all of the awards, I think this would be a really amazing award to get, and I'd be really proud if I got this. Because as I said at the start, at Aldersley, we're not bothered if you're a student that wants to get all grade 9s in your GCSEs. That's great if you do, but we care about you getting better and making those improvements and making progress. It might be that it's progress in a maths paper, so you got 30 last time, you want to get 40 this time, but it might even be in a lesson and just sitting down and getting on with your work and not getting distracted, and that's progress. That's what we care about. So these 2 students that have won this award, a big well done to both of you. You've won it for different reasons. So the first student has won this award based on pretty much their ROP data, really. They were new to the school this year and they have come in and worked tirelessly to catch up with everything that they've missed. Imagine starting a new school in Year 10 and not knowing all the literature texts, for example. Well, this student's had that, and they are now making positive progress despite all that change. So a massive well done for the first award for Devya. Well done, Devya. You should be really proud of yourself. The second student is under the, I guess now the virtual school, but this applies to when they were in school as well. But I have again seen a completely different side to the student on the virtual school. So I hope they don't mind me saying, in school, they obviously do their work and they're polite and respectful, but they don't always challenge themselves to the best that they could. And this student, since going on the virtual school, I have seen instant progress from, like, they do a task on there and then they have another go at it, and it's so improved and so much progress is made. And this student, I think, is going to have a really good Year 11. And again, they were new. They were a student that has come in and has had to really learn the ropes of Aldersley very quickly. And I know that they have now, and I'm so excited for them. So a big well done to Katie B. Well done, Katie. I'm really proud of you. And the final award, as always, is the Principal's Award. So this is nominated by Mrs. Davis in correspondence with myself and Miss Pritchard, and there is a student today that she really wants to recognise, and deservedly so. So this student wins the Principal's Award today because of how amazing they are. There's no other word for them. I have never seen a student work as hard as this student in the short years that I've taught. In the 6 years I've been at Aldersley, this student stands out completely. They work so independently, they complete so much work off their own back without being asked. They constantly want advice and feedback on how they can improve. And I know myself included, that some of their teachers struggle sometimes to find things that they can improve. They're starting to get the grade 9s trickling in on their ROP already, which is absolutely brilliant. But it isn't luck with this student. They work so hard. And actually, they're a good lesson to all of us that if we all put our minds to things and if we all really try, then we can all achieve and all make that progress. But this is really well deserved, and I think this student, we're going to see amazing things from. So a massive well done on behalf of Mrs. Davis to Kieran. Huge well done, Kieran. So there we have it, the end of our first virtual celebration assembly. A massive well done to those of you that won awards, and a big well done on behalf of all of the staff, and obviously Mrs. Thompson, Miss Pritchard and Miss Davis, who I know have been eager to say well done to you as well. If you didn't win an award, as always, it doesn't mean you aren't impressing your teachers. It doesn't mean you're rubbish or anything like that. It was really hard for staff to pick, especially on the virtual score, because so many of you are impressing us. So don't be disheartened if it's not you. And as I always say, aim for it next time. There were lots of new names today, lots of students that haven't won awards before. They won't mind me saying, like Josh, Katie, Owen won loads today. So it can be any of you, and all of you have that shot. So maybe have a think, if there's one you definitely want to win next time, what you might do between now and that to impress even more than you already are. And I just want to end today. Obviously, we finished today for Easter, as I saw lots of you arguing about on Mrs. Treble's maths lesson today. We do finish today for 2 weeks. Now, I know for a lot of you that's going to be brilliant. Yes, I don't have to log on and go on Teams and be nagged at for not doing work. But I know for some of you, me included, that's a bit scary now, because it's a bit of downtime where I guess there isn't that much to do, and I totally sympathise, because that's how I feel as well. So I've just put a few top tips here for you, and you decide what you take from it. So I've put, firstly, maybe think about spending Easter, the 2 weeks, having some downtime away from the screen. I know that's easier said than done, but try and get outside safely if you can. If the weather's nice, do a bit of exercise, but also just sit and not go on your phone and not go on the laptop. Maybe do a bit of reading, or just cooking and things like that. Anything that doesn't involve a screen, because so many of you have been on this screen for hours. I know us as staff have, so have some downtime away. If you do want to think about school a bit, which I know some of you will, use Easter to reflect on your report, on your ROP and your lessons, both in school and in our virtual school. So some of you obviously have taken to the virtual school really well. Some of you are finding it harder, you're having technical issues. Use it to reflect on that ROP. So think about the final bullet point, subjects that you want to focus on when we return, because when we come back after Easter, we're going to be still on online school until further notice. So are there certain lessons that you think, oh, I need to get that grade up, or I definitely want to do that at A level, so is there something I could do extra? Could Miss recommend me some further reading, maybe in science, for example? And think about how your teachers can support you. So if you're looking at your report and you're thinking, oh, I'm really not happy with that geography mark, drop your teacher an email. Obviously, we're all going to be having some downtime, and we urge you to do the same. But I'm sure when we return and your teacher picks up that email, they'll be able to provide you with some brilliant advice. I know lots of you have done this already, but we are so proud of you and how well you're doing, and we all want the best for you, especially that you are now our next exam group. So all eyes are on you at the minute. So anything we can do to support, I know we will absolutely do. So I'll end it there. Thank you for celebrating with me and with each other. I hope you have a lovely Easter holiday, and we will see you when we return after our 2 weeks off. Bye.